guys, how are you doing? I hope you all are doing fine. I hope you all are good. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Naomi 2ID. If you're new here, karibu sana. Remember to subscribe to my channel so that you can join this big family. So guys, today I have a visitor and yeah, let's talk about sexual harassment. This is not only to my girls but also to men too. Men out there, you've got maybe a wife, a girlfriend, and a sister. So yeah, Vanessa, welcome to my show. Let her introduce herself.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Hi there. My name is Vanessa Buyai. I'm a YouTuber and gender advocate, mental health advocate, and recently a climate justice advocate. And yeah,
Wow.
as you've been told, today we're gonna talk about sexual harassment. So
Mm,
karibuni sana.
yeah. So Vanessa, can you tell us about sexual harassment?
Okay, sexual harassment is basically any
Mhm.
form of sexual moves or
Mhm.
intentions by
Mm,
a person to
mm,
a second party
mhm.
without consent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how often does it happen? Maybe in our country.
In our country,
Mhm.
sexual harassment, I can say it's rampant. It
Mhm.
happens each and every day.
Mm,
And when I say it's rampant,
mhm.
every woman who lives
Mm,
in this country
mm,
can testify that
mm.
they have undergone sexual harassment.
Mhm. Let's talk about there are so many cases
Mhm.
tuseme zenye zimehappen maybe zimehapenia watoto wadogo maybe
Mhm.
16 kwanza si hata 16 10 maybe to 18 years,
Mhm.
like what do you think really does until that person wants to do that to a young kid?
Okay,
Mm,
for me,
mhm,
my research or my observation
mm, mhm,
in our society,
mhm,
basically,
mhm.
I have come to see mostly women have been seen as sex objects.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying women have been seen as sex objects,
Mm,
it's because you find that many a times, even when you're passing somewhere,
mhm.
you just minding your business, but
Mm,
the
yeah.
approach, the terms, the talks that a group of men or
Mhm.
a crowd of men
Mm,
will pass to you,
mm,
their sexual contents, you
mhm.
get.
Mm,
And you find that the reason why I'm saying that women are being seen as sexual objects,
mm,
it's even the so-called friends we have
mhm.
from the opposite
Mm, mm,
gender,
mhm.
sometimes they think we are there to be friends with
Yeah.
them because of the sexual
Mm,
purpose.
mhm.
They forget that we're just there to be friends with
Mm,
them for the
mhm.
purposes of just company.
Mhm.
Like company, I'm seeing you as a friend, but
Mm,
I'm not seeing you as my
mm.
lover, you
Yeah.
get.
Mm,
And me being a woman doesn't mean I want to sleep
mm,
with you.
mhm.
So why can't you respect that? Why are you coming on my WhatsApp platform to
Mm,
sex chat me?
mhm.
Why are you asking for sex from me?
Mm,
And
mm,
I don't know if it's all women,
mm,
but for me
mm,
and a few others who I have talked to,
mhm.
a woman can only sleep with a man if emotions are
Yeah, it's
involved.
true. Mm, mm,
So I don't know how the mind of the man works. I
mhm.
don't know how men think
Mhm.
to find that audacity of just
Mm,
approaching a woman and
mm,
you start sexualizing them
mm, mm,
verbally,
mhm.
physically,
Mm,
or through the nonverbal
mm,
communication.
mhm. Mm.
Yeah.
Talking about those physically and whatever, Ebu, let's talk about forms of sexual harassment.
There are three forms. The
Mm-hmm.
way I've just stated: the physical,
Mm-hmm.
verbal, and then non-verbal. The
Okay.
physical is
Mm-hmm.
like touch.
Mm-hmm.
You find somebody maybe spanking your butt,
Mm, yeah. Mm,
somebody while you're greeting them, they
mm-hmm.
somehow rub
Okay.
here between your palm.
Mm-hmm.
You find somebody touching you
Mm-hmm.
and you just like, why are you touching me like
Mm,
that,
mm, mm,
it's, you just find yourself being uncomfortable
mm,
because the
mm,
funny thing about we human
mm,
beings,
mm-hmm.
even from that small age, we always know
Mm,
what information is being passed by
mm,
somebody. So there's a
mm-hmm.
way somebody will touch you and you just feel this is bad motive.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
touching me
Mm-hmm.
in a way you're portraying a certain
Mm,
information to
okay.
me, you get.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm,
and sometimes we also have people forcefully kissing others. that falls under the physical.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm your friend, I have given you that vibe, but why are you kissing me without asking me if I'm on the same page with you?
Mm-hmm.
Or you find somebody of the opposite gender, a stranger to you, or maybe a friend who wants you to hug them, and then you're just like, I don't like hugging people of opposite
Yeah.
gender. It
Mm-hmm.
makes me feel uncomfortable. And they're there. No, me, I don't do handshakes. I only do hugs. And they just don't realize that that is a form of sexual harassment because it's without your consent. You're just doing it for the purposes of you've shrugged.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're not doing it because you willingly want to hug them.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the nonverbal forms,
Mm-hmm.
nonverbal is like winking, sometimes the licking of the lips, um, sometimes the, the way somebody gazes at you,
Mm-hmm.
gazing, and
Mm-hmm. Mm.
yeah, the way they just
Yeah.
use their
Yeah. Yeah.
eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So those that fall under the nonverbal. And then the verbal, it's where somebody outwardly asks you to have sex with them, or they start sex chatting you, or they start sexualizing your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's, if you are commenting my body like, Vanessa, you look sharp, or today you look smart,
Mm-hmm.
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start with things like, hey, those two breasts, that cabbage, you know, you're
Yeah,
sexualizing me.
it's
So
true.
you're not complimenting me in a positive way. So you're
Mm-hmm.
making me feel uncomfortable, and I've not
Mm-hmm.
given you the consent of complimenting me in a sexual way, because maybe you're not even my partner. I've never even thought of you being my partner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. So Vanessa,
Mm-hmm.
what about rape? You know, so many girls out there have pursued rape
Mm-hmm.
cases, and of course you've seen them on TV. Can you talk about rape?
Okay, so basically, under rape is a sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
It can start with the sexual harassment
Mm-hmm.
thingy.
Mm-hmm.
You find before somebody rapes you,
Mm-hmm.
some of them, they always start by giving the
Harassing.
ideas
Okay.
of they will do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
They start by harassing you, maybe that
Mm-hmm.
touch, that winking.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they buy you gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, in a situation where maybe somebody knows I'm needy,
Mm-hmm.
and then they start giving me money,
Mm-hmm.
they start buying me the things they know I need.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'll just view, this guy is so nice to me. For me, this person, he's trying to bribe me, so that the time when he comes and asks me to have sex with them, sina ile option ya kusema wezi. So you see, ni mimi atakuwa amenifanya nitakaa chini nikuwe zile za enyewe mtu amekuwa ananifanyia hii, amekuwa ananifanyia hivi, nikikataa, you see. So that is one type of rape, ile yenye somebody has been it's called grooming. The
Okay.
person has been grooming you for this agenda. Another type of rape is that one of again, they're just using the verbal, non-verbal, and the physical harassments, and then with time they come do the act.
Okay.
Another one is the forceful one. For example, maybe you're going home, then a group of men or a man grabs you and rapes you. And unfortunately, even men undergo rape. That is something our society doesn't talk about. That is something even men themselves don't talk about because of the stigmatization in our society. But that is something that is out there. Our men are also being raped. Our young boys are being sodomized. So it is a responsibility that our community, a responsibility of the parents, a responsibility of the guardians to just know how they will raise their kids and win the trust of their kids, so that their kids can talk to them about certain issues. You see, for example, the forceful rape.
Yeah.
It can happen, for example, maybe you've left a child at home with the father, the brother, or the uncle, or any other male relative. Those are most of the cases that we have had, and then the girl is raped. So you find maybe this girl comes, tells the father or the mom, mommy, daddy alinifanyia hii ama uncle alinifanyia hivi, but the mother doesn't trust the
Yeah,
kid.
doesn't trust the
Unakuwa
kid.
like, unasema nini? You even, to the extent you beat your
Can you
own
shut up?
child.
Yeah.
You see. So as in, that is the one bad thing about forced rape. had just gone out of topic.
Sorry.
Needed forms of rape. They have just said rape can be forceful.
Yeah.
It can be that one for grooming.
Mm.
It can be the one that somebody has come and they have started by sexually harassing you, and yeah.
And let us know, like, maybe if in any case someone has underwent sexual harassment, where can they report?
If you have undergone sexual harassment, there are toll-free lines. Action Aid has one. I can't really remember. But for Red Cross, Kenya Red Cross is 1199. You can contact them. I think even the government of Kenya or the Ministry of Health has one. But yeah, you can reach out to those toll-free lines and you will get assistance. Aside from that, if you have undergone rape, Nairobi Women, they offer free counseling for people who have undergone rape. And one thing about rape, don't get raped and then go take a shower. The way you are, go that way to the nearest health unit so that they can attend to you, and evidence can also be captured so that if you want to go and report the case to the police station, because they have a department called GVRC, you can go report the issue and you will have the evidence. This person did this is the evidence. The hospital can also testify that yeah, truly this person was forcibly raped. And people have diseases. It's not safe out here. So when you go to hospital, you'll also be given, I don't remember the name of those drugs, the ones for HIV that will prevent, in case that person had HIV, they'll be able to prevent you from getting it. And they will also protect you from these other diseases, the sexually transmitted infections. Yeah.
Oh my God, this has been really fruitful, because for me, I thought rape was sexual harassment thing.
No, that is what most people confuse, and that's why you see, even for us, funny thing, I have been sexually harassed, you have been sexually
Yeah, it's
harassed
true.
by the matatu touts. Sometimes you're passing, you're going to board a matatu. Why are you coming to touch me? I know where I'm going. You
Yeah.
know, it's not like I'm lost. And if I'm lost, I will ask for
Yeah, it's true.
assistance. Sometimes they also do it verbally. You know, and people ignore this because this, in the society we have been told rape like is as in there's that limited information about this issue
Yeah.
of the difference between sexual assault and sexual harassment. Yeah.
Hello, Vanessa. Just talk to my people. Tell them anything that you feel that you've left out, maybe.
Guys, there earlier on I nearly went out of topic. So what I can just tell you, this information, it's an information that can benefit me, benefit you, benefit any other person who will not be able to reach to this video. And what I can tell you, today you're a mother, a sister, a brother, a father to somebody. And if you love your loved ones, you will be able to be there to care for them, to protect them, and to guard them. I always tell people, it doesn't start at this age of mine to start educating somebody about sex education. Sex education needs to be taught from the age of 3 years, 4 years. And you don't tell your child Dudu or Susu. Tell them by their names. Call it the vagina, call it the penis. So that if anybody comes and touches that child from that age, because we have pedophilia people in our society. If anybody does that to your child will be able to say, Mommy taught me this, Daddy taught me this. It's bad for somebody to do this and that. And they will have that confidence of coming to talk to you about that issue. And they will also have the confidence of coming to ask you issues about sex. You know, it's funny the way we assume that kids don't know about these things, but kids know what sex is. It's just that they cannot explain it, but they really know what sex is. And if you, as a parent, as a guardian, you don't take that initiative of guiding and educating your child in regards to that, you will lose that child. And if you, as a parent, you are 247 strict on your child, you even don't have that relationship with them. Some people have come out at adulthood and they have confessed being raped at a very small age by their guardians, by their parents, by their relatives. And if this is happening because parents don't have that close relationship with their kids to discuss certain issues. So what I'm just urging the society is, let's stop stigmatizing sex. Sex is something that is out there. Apparently each and every individual working in our society is a product of unprotected sex. So let's not behave as if this is an animal. It's something that is in our society. It's biological. God created it, and let's talk about it, and let's be sensitive about each and every person. If you know somebody who has been sexually harassed or who has undergone sexual assault, you can assist them, because these people might fall into mental health issues like depression, anxieties, post-traumatic stress disorders, because the event is always traumatic to the victim or the survivor, and they always need bystander to stand with them and to help them through. Yeah, that's all that I had.
Guys, this has been a very good sit down with Vanessa Buyai, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy that at least for me have known something new, because for the longest time, guys, for the longest time have been thinking maybe sexual harassment is all about forceful sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me. But at least have known there's a verbal,
And
non-verbal,
verbal and
and physical
physical.
harassment, right?
And mind you, even in marriages and even in relationships, people are undergoing sexual
What?
assaults.
Really?
Yeah. If, for example, you don't want to have sex with your partner and they force you, that is
That is,
rape.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Never known that.
Yeah. And consent, consent is not permanent. I can give you consent. You call me, I give you that consent. When you reach, I start undressing, I tell you no. I've already cancelled that consent. So if you go against that no, you're raping me.
You're raping me.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, this is new, guys. I think I'll bring Vanessa back to my show. Guys, like, share, subscribe, and try sharing it, at least so many people can have this message
Yeah.
about sexual harassment. And guys, tafadhali subscribe to Vanessa
Okay.
Buyai's YouTube
YouTube
channel.
channel.
I'll link it down below. I think we'll end it here.
Okay.
Tuacha nini?
Bye.
Bye.